A very good morning to everyone present here. Welcome to class 12th Economics. The chapter which we are doing is chapter Employment in India from Indian Economic Development. As it is a current challenge because India is still facing a lot of unemployment in the nation. So in this chapter, we are studying about that what is unemployment, what are the different types of unemployment, and what is the unemployment status in India these days. So that is all what we are covering in this chapter. The chapter has two parts, as we have already covered the first part of the chapter. The first part of the chapter is ultimately the employment in India, which we've already covered, that what is employment, what are the two types of employment, and what is the nature of employment in India. Then who are workers, who are hired workers, and who are self-owned workers. Then what are the different working sectors? Like we have formal or organized sector, informal or unorganized sector. So we talk about the sectors, features of each sector. Then some of these database questions also we have covered. Then we did in the employment about the casualization and informalization of employment in India. Casualization means more casual jobs are there and people are getting more casual jobs than the permanent jobs. And informalization is also taking place. These days, it is found that in spite of having the formal sector, informal sectors are on rise. Informal sector means all those sectors where all those organizations which have less than 10 people engaged. So we have already covered this too here. Now, continuing with the unemployment, where I told you yesterday that what is the definition of unemployment. How do we define unemployment? Because it is actually berojgari, means people are willing to work, they are able to work, they are ready to work, but they are not getting the job in the market. Suppose when I am ready to work, I am willing to work, I know the skills, I know how to do the work, I am ready at the wage rate which is being offered to me in the market. But what is happening? I'm not getting the job in the market. I'm not getting the job in the market. That would be termed as an unemployment. बेटे उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं unemployment situation. Why? Because I'm willing to perform the job, I'm ready to work, but I'm not getting the job. So that situation is ultimately known as the unemployment in the nation. I told you this, that employment is on rise. Causes of unemployment we did in the last class. What are the causes? Means why unemployment rises. You know, somewhere there is a faulty employment planning. Suppose if you are not able to provide the employment to everybody because the plan the government which government is making are not up to the mark. Our government is not dividing the plans, or the government is not ultimately providing the plans uh, proper way, in a proper way, in up to mark way, ultimately which creates a problem for the economy. So we will simply say that if government is not able to provide the plans in a best way, or if government is not ultimately ready to tells the plans in a best way, definitely there will be a lot of problems for the government, and as well as we will not be able to provide the complete employment to people. So we'll simply say that if faulty planning takes place, unemployment still is on rise. Then emphasis on capital intensive projects. Many times if we have observed that government these days is more, after the machinery, after the technology, after the capital intensive techniques. As a result, government is not taking care of the human needs, that we still require more employment opportunities because we have more people unemployed in our country. So as a result, definitely unemployment is still there and we are not able to reduce it. Why? Because mainly we are focusing on the technologies, we are focusing on the new techniques, and we are not taking care of the human capital. Then we discussed excessive use of foreign technology, lack of financial resources, slow growth process of the country, increase in the labor force. That is all about the causes of unemployment. After that, I told you that what is the difference between workforce, labor force, and unemployment rate. workforce, labor force, and unemployment rate. Workforce means the total people who are available to work. That is the workforce. But remember, that is the labor force. The total people who are ready to work, who are basically available to work, that is labor force. But remember that we are not taking elderly people who are above the age of 60, and of course we are not taking the people who are below the age of 14, so they are excluded from the labor force. Out of the labor force, though all those who have got the job and they are working, that is termed as workforce. And who are unemployed, the total labor force minus total workforce, that is equals to unemployed people, that we did yesterday. Now, moving on to our new next topic, that is types of unemployment. But there are two types of unemployment in India. One is the rural unemployment, the second is the urban unemployment. Rural unemployment, when we are talking about, so we are actually talking about the rural areas and the unemployment rate, that we have observed that in the rural areas unemployment takes place. Urban unemployment means urban areas and the type of unemployment. So let's see each one of them. First we talk about the rural unemployment. Whenever the unemployment takes place in the rural areas, that is known as rural unemployment. In the rural unemployment, what we get is we simply see the seasonal unemployment and disguised unemployment. We simply see the seasonal unemployment and disguised unemployment. Seasonal unemployment, for example, the agriculture. Of course, in the rural areas, you will find more people growing the agriculture, doing the agriculture as a profession, activities. So that is a seasonal occupation. So of course that involves the seasonal unemployment. उसके अंदर seasonal unemployment बेटे होती है. Seasonal unemployment means like we simply say that you will find some people are getting job in one season and in another season they are free. Agriculture, farmers, rural unemployment का part है बेटे. Second, disguised unemployment, जो मैंने आपको बताया था, requirement is there for the 5 people in the organization, but more than 5 people are working. So when more than 5 are working, then the requirement, it would be termed as the disguised unemployment. Then second here comes is the urban unemployment. Urban unemployment means the unemployment that takes place in the urban areas. जो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट अर्बन एरियाज में टेक्स प्लेस करती है, दैट इज अल्टीमेटली नोन एज द अर्बन अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. उसको बेटे हम लोग अर्बन अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बोलते हैं. अर्बन में यू विल फाइंड द एजुकेटेड अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. लोग पढ़े लिखे ज्यादा है, दे आर मोर लिटरेट, बट एज कंपेयर टू देयर लिटरेसी, एज कंपेयर टू देयर एजुकेशन, दे आर नॉट गेटिंग देयर जॉब. वो जो उनको जॉब नहीं मिल रही है एज कंपेयर टू व्हाट दे हैव गॉट द एजुकेशन. सो दैट इज द अर्बन अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. Same way, there is the industrial unemployment. Industrial unemployment means somewhere people just want to do work in the industries, but developed industries are so less. Ultimately, people are not getting the job in those industries as well. Then what are the adverse effects of unemployment? Let us see what are the adverse effects of unemployment. मतलब अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट से डेफिनेटली उसके नेगेटिव पॉइंट्स कुछ सामने आते हैं. अगर कंट्री में अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है तो डेफिनेटली कुछ एडवर्स इफेक्ट्स तो उसके होंगे ही होंगे. लाइक फर्स्ट ऑफ द एडवर्स इफेक्ट इज राइज इन पॉवर्टी. ऑफ कोर्स if unemployment will be there, means people are not getting the job, they will not work, and when they will not work, so definitely what they will earn, if they are not earning, they are below poverty line, so poverty will still rise in the economy if unemployment is there. Secondly, unemployment is depressing. When you get the job, you are busy in doing the job, you are working, you are busy. But when you are unemployed, it is more depressing. It gives you stress. It depresses the people that they are not doing any job. So it is more hurting and it is more stressing that unemployment is there in the economy. Loss of human resources. We have a lot of scientists, we have a lot of engineers, we have a lot of MBAs, but they all are not getting the job. They all are not getting the job. That means there is loss of human resource. We have human beings who are well built, who are well developed human resources, who can pursue a lot of activities in the economy because they have the skills, they have the knowledge. But due to unemployment in the economy, due to that government is not able to create more opportunities in the economy, there is a loss of human resource, which means people are just still lying, in the economy idle. They are not doing any work. Ultimately, they people have, lost their skills, knowledge after a time. So somewhere in economy, we can have more people who are already skilled. We can get them the job. They can perform the job very properly, efficiently, effectively. But the simple point arises, there is a loss of human resource. Why? Because they people are not getting any job. Then social unrest. Socially also, they people are like, get burdened, socially burdened, that they are unemployed. They are not earning anything. In the society, they people face a lot of trouble, those who are unemployed. So these are some adverse effects, some negative points of unemployment in the economy. Then what do you think? How can we control this problem? Definitely, there would be some of the, criteria, some of the measures to solve this unemployment problem. How can you solve this problem? Don't you think that there would be definitely some of the measures to actually solve the unemployment problem? Of course, there are some of the measures. Like first of the measure is the population control. Population control simply means if you control the population, if less people will be there in the economy, definitely more opportunities can be available to them. Why unemployment is on rise in the economy? Because there is excessive population in the economy. And as compared to the excessive population, what opportunities government is making are very few opportunities. Because according to उस excessive जनता के सामने हमारी opportunities तो बहुत कम लगती हैं. गवर्नमेंट जो क्रिएट करती है एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज, वो तो मेयरली बहुत कम लगती है उन लोगों के सामने, सबके सामने. So definitely population control should be one of the measures which can solve the problem of unemployment. Every economy, many countries are working on the population control because they have a lot of population, and if they have a lot of population as compared to what job opportunities they are giving to people, if that is more, if population is more, of course there would not be the development in that economy. Same is in the case of India. We have a lot of population, almost 140 crores of population in India. And what about the employment opportunities? We are not able to create the employment opportunities for those 140 crores of people. Then what is impacting? What is the result of this situation? The result is very simple. Unemployment prevails in the economy, right? Secondly, you see reforms in the education policy. We look for the reforms in the education policy. There should be some reforms, because what our education policy is doing, in our education policy, we have more theoretical knowledge than the practical knowledge. And accordingly, people are not getting the practical knowledge of working. They don't get the skills or knowledge of working in that nation. They simply get the theoretical knowledge of that particular thing. In spite of theoretical knowledge, more emphasis should be done on the practical knowledge. We should provide them the practical knowledge, that practically when you're going to work, what kind of work you have to perform. So definitely reforms should take place in the education policy. And you all know that the reforms are taking place. Can you please name that reform which is just going to take place in the education policy? The government has started taking the reforms in the education policy. Soon government will implement that. Very good, Ajay. NEP, new economic policy. That is the reform in the education policy that will definitely take place. And when this reform will take place in the education policy, more emphasis should be done on the practical knowledge in spite of just grabbing out the theoretical knowledge, right? Then diversification of farm activities. If we want to solve the problem of unemployment, there should be diversification of the farm activities. Many people in the rural areas are engaged only in the farming activity. Many people are engaged in the farming activities. They people are just working in the farming activity. They people are just working in the farms. But there should be some diversification other than farming activity also. Like in spite if they people are living in the rural area, but doesn't mean that they will be just busy in the farming activities. Along with the farming activities, there should be involvement of some other activities also, some other business also, like horticulture, fishing. That should take place in the rural areas along with the farming, so that they have an opportunity that when they are not seasonally employed, because at a time they are not getting the job from the farming, so they would be busy, they would get themselves busy in some other activities, like they can get themselves busy in the farming, other than farming, like fishing, like horticulture, like horticulture, dairy farming, cattle breeding, any of the genetic industry, if they are not getting work from the extractive industry, right? So they should definitely get that. उनको definitely उस चीज में काम करना चाहिए, which is the diversification of farm activities, so that they can be busy in working with some other activities also, if they're not working, if they're not getting the work from the main occupation or the farming occupation in which they are working. Because mostly it is observed that in rural areas only there is a lot of unemployment. Mostly it is observed. Because there are large families working, there are large families living, joint families living in the rural areas. They don't have industries much, they don't have service sector much in the rural areas. They have left option with the farming only, agriculture only. And more people are just engaged on the agriculture in spite of there is no need for them. They are disguisedly unemployed in the agriculture. So don't you think that in spite of working in the rural areas for the farming, they should get themselves busy in some other activities? Go for the non-farming activities, go for horticulture, that is planting of trees, making of these fruits and vegetables, or making out of nursery. They should go for dairy farming, they should go for cattle breeding, poultry farming, dairying. That should be done as a non-farm activity. Then what other step you can take to solve the problem of unemployment? Rapid industrialization. Rapid means quick industrialization. There is a need for the quick industrialization, because if you will not be able to make the industries more and more, definitely people will remain unemployed, because agriculture gives you the disguised unemployment for sure. It's better to go for the rapid industrialization, because if more industries will take place, more industrialization will take place, definitely there will be a point that people will get more employment opportunities. Because one industry, एक industry अगर बनती है, that gives employment to many people. If you have seen these Saibabad industries, anybody have seen these Saibabad industries? Many industries are there in this Saibabad, Ghaziabad. Like Satmola industries there, Coca-Cola factories there. Many industries are there, many factories are there. If you have observed these industries, they are giving employment opportunities to many people of equal state, of different levels. So if you want to solve the problem of unemployment, go for more industrialization. More industry should be developed. In rural areas also, more industries should be developed. Because when more industries would be developed in rural areas also, they will get more job opportunities, right? See the next topic. What government should do, or what scheme government has shown to solve the problem of unemployment. Government has also shown the problem of unemployment. Like government have introduced Narega, MG Narega, which we have already studied and covered in poverty chapter also. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. which means this program was started under the name of Mahatma Gandhi, which is for the national means it's for the complete nation. Rural employment means it is for the rural employment, for the rural people to give the employment, and it's a guarantee act. Guarantee act means it would be a guarantee that the job opportunities will definitely be given to the people. And you know, under this program, the government was earlier government was giving 100 days of employment to the people. Remember, government was giving 100 days of employment, guaranteed employment to the rural people, to the one person of the family. Government was giving 100 days of employment. Yani ki, if there are 3 family members, to at least one family member, government will ensure that that family members get 100 days of employment guaranteed by the government in the rural area. It is a program for providing the employment, so as it will result in reducing the poverty also. But now, the government has increased the number of days from 100 to 150 days. अब गवर्नमेंट ने 100 days से 150 days कर दिया बेटा. This scheme, this employment. So government now has increased the number of days from 100 to 150. 100 से 150 days की employment government ने increase कर दिया है. Government has increased that. Clear to everyone? Same way, there are some other also, that what are the other objectives or what are the other things which government has started. Let us see once again for NREGA. This act was introduced with an aim of providing 100 days assured employment to the people who are below the poverty line in the rural areas. Around 1/3 of the stipulated workforce is women. The law was initially called the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, but was renamed on 2nd October 2009. 2009 को इसको रीनेम किया गया था, लेकिन अभी फिर बता दूं, it is now not just for the 100 days. Now it has just started with 150 days of employment. Can you tell me what is the now current name of NREGA? MG NREGA, what is the current name? You people have already studied this in poverty chapter as well. What is the other name of, current name of Mahatma Gandhi National Employment Rural Guarantee Act? NREGA का अभी current name क्या है बेटे? Let me know.